The birth of the Northern Super League, Canada's women's football revolution. Last Wednesday, as the iconic notes of "O Canada" echoed through Vancouver's BC Place, the atmosphere was electric. You could feel the excitement and emotion radiating from the players on the field and the fans in the stands. Hugs were exchanged, tears flowed, and a deafening roar erupted when Quinn scored the winning penalty, marking the dawn of the Northern Super League. This was not just a game. It was a historic moment that signified the arrival of professional women's football in Canada, and all 14,000 spectators knew they were part of something monumental. For many players from the Vancouver Rise and Calgary Wild, this was a groundbreaking experience. It was the first time they heard their national anthem resonate at the start of a match. "I told our team before the game that it was pretty neat to hear only our anthem," Quinn shared after the match, reflecting on the significance of the moment. The Northern Super League, NSL, has been a long time coming, and the anticipation leading up to the inaugural match was palpable. Canada has a rich history of success in international football and boasts the third-largest player pool in the world. Yet the absence of a professional domestic league has been glaring. Without a local pathway to pursue their dreams, many talented players have had to seek opportunities abroad in countries like the USA, Sweden, and England. Interestingly, it took a former player to ignite this change rather than Canada Soccer leading the charge. The NSL is the brainchild of Diana Matheson, a Canadian football legend with 206 international caps over 17 years. Since hanging up her boots in 2021, Matheson has been on a mission to turn her dream into reality. On the eve of the league's kickoff, Matheson sat before the media, visibly emotional, alongside Christine Sinclair, Canada's all-time top international goalscorer. Sinclair, who hails from Burnaby, British Columbia, played her farewell international match at BC Place and is now a co-owner of Vancouver Rise. "I'm a little bit more emotional than I thought," Sinclair admitted. "Sitting on the bench in an empty stadium, I realized this is actually happening. Diana and I grew up with different possibilities than what young Canadians have today. These kids have a brighter future, and it's because of this woman," she said, pointing to Matheson. "She deserves so much credit for literally starting a league from scratch, and that's precisely what Matheson has accomplished." She founded Project 8 to bring the NSL to life, launching with 6 professional franchise teams and securing multiple sponsorship and broadcast deals. The league aims to create a nurturing environment for Canadian players while also attracting global talent. The inaugural season features teams like Vancouver Rise, Calgary Wild, Montreal Roses, AFC Toronto, Halifax Tides, and Ottawa Rapid, with plans for future expansion. Players are at the heart of this initiative, with a minimum salary of 50,000 Canadian dollars, 27,000 pounds, maternity leave, housing support, and a $1.6 million CAD salary cap for teams. Those involved in the league acknowledge that they don't have all the answers yet, and there's a sense of building the plane while flying. However, there's something refreshing about starting from scratch. Unlike in places like England, where the women's game often struggles for visibility in a male-dominated landscape, the NSL has the unique opportunity to shape its own identity and culture. On the field, the action was promising. Both Vancouver Rise and Calgary Wild, coached by Denmark's Anja Heinermøller and England's Lydia Bedford, respectively, showcased a desire to control the game from the outset. Although they've only been together for about 10 weeks, the signs of potential were evident as they began to develop their style and chemistry. Only time will tell how the league will evolve, but after hearing the aspirations of those involved, it's hard not to feel optimistic about the future. Being in BC Place last week and witnessing a quintessentially Canadian celebration was a unique experience. It felt like a full-circle moment. Almost a decade ago, I was in the stands for the thrilling 2015 World Cup quarterfinal between England and Canada, waving to a friend in the press box. This time, I found myself in that very press box, covering another historic moment. One that could very well change the landscape of football in Canada for good.